Be honest, you grab a strategy from the internet, open 2 trades, and your deposit is already in the red. Half of these setups don't work at all, and the other half only work on demo account. Sounds familiar? George here. Today I'm not breaking down theory of showing pretty charts. I'm taking $56 on a live account and testing one controversial setup on real trades. You'll see every entry with your own eyes. If it can't pull the account into profit after a series of trades, we forget about it forever. If it can, then you'll have one more working strategy for growing your balance. Let's begin. If you want to stop guessing every time and trade with a clear plan where every trade has a reason behind it, then my Telegram was made for you. You connect copy trading and my entries will be automatically copied to your account.
I had already earned $800.
My life changed.
Your deposit still stays directly under your control. In the channel, I publish working strategies, break down every trade, and show the logic behind price movement using real examples. Everything is free, but spots in the group are limited. The link is in the description. Message me and I will add you. First, I'll set up the platform because without this, no setup will work properly. Candlestick chart type, today's time frame is 30 seconds. The indicators we're using are ADX and MACD. I'll configure each one separately. ADX shows who's dominating the market right now, sellers or buyers, through the 2 lines plus DI and minus DI. I set ADX smoothing to 14 and DI length to 7. This keeps the setup responsive during fast movements and gives a clear picture right in the moment. For styling, I disable the ADX line itself. I don't need it. I leave only the 2 lines, plus DI in turquoise and minus DI in red. Their crossovers are what I'll use to determine who's taking control. MACD shows trend shifts and reversal movements through the interaction of 2 moving averages. Fast period 10, slow period 20, signal period 10. This makes the indicator quick and sensitive to local reversals. For styling, I remove the histogram and leave only the 2 lines. MACD in turquoise, the signal line is red, the chart stays clean. The setup is simple. ADX confirms the move is real, MACD gives the entry point. Let's start. Opening the first trade, upward, $56. Trade duration is 3 minutes. Look, the chart setup is already getting interesting. Starting with ADX, the turquoise plus DI line moved up and crossed above the red minus DI from below. That's the first key moment. Sellers are exhausted and buyers are taking initiative right now in the market. And the gap between the lines immediately started widening, which means this isn't a weak bounce but a real takeover with strength behind it. MACD confirms it. The turquoise indicator line moved up to the signal line and crossed above it. That means the short-term impulse is already on the bullish side and the move gets a second confirmation right at the same point where ADX triggered. For me, this is the main trigger. Both indicators are saying the exact same thing in sync without timing mismatch. The candlesticks also make perfect sense. After a prolonged downtrend, the asset found a bottom and formed the first series of confident green bars. Waiting for the trade to close, plus $107. When ADX and MACD reverse in the same direction at the same time, that's the cleanest entry point you can get. And that's exactly what we'll keep looking for. Continuing the session, right after this first trade, the market situation changed. Here I'm doing downward, $107. The main signal came from ADX. The red minus DI line jumped above the turquoise plus DI and keeps widening upward. Sellers are taking control of the move, no doubt about that. The wider the gap between the lines, the stronger the confidence in the move and the stronger the trend that follows. MACD confirms it. The turquoise line crossed below the red one from above, and both lines moved into the lower zone. The short-term trend has fully switched and is now working in favor of sellers. Price tried to hold, but found no support and started collapsing downward again with dense red candlesticks. Waiting for the trade to close, and plus $206. So far, the setup works equally clearly both on upward and downward movement. This setup is playing out right in front of your eyes. And in my Telegram, entries like this happen every day in real time. Connect copy trading. That way trades will land on your account automatically, while you stay fully in control of your deposit. The link is in the description, message me and I'll add you. Continuing the session, the market is giving another clear setup, entering downward $206. Pay attention to ADX. The red minus DI pulled away from the turquoise plus DI and moved higher into the seller dominance territory. That means the initiative isn't temporary, it's structural. MACD is on the same side. Its turquoise line dropped below the red one and both are moving downward in sync. The bearish impulse is only gaining momentum and most of the move is still ahead. Additionally, price hit a local maximum, formed a reversal structure and started collapsing downward. Sellers took full control cleanly, without long negotiation with buyers, and the market moved in one direction without sideways noise. Waiting for the trade to close, plus $296. At this point, 3 entries, 3 hits. The strategy reads the market equally smoothly on any asset and in any direction. Going into the next trade, the market continues working in favor of sellers, entering downward $396. ADX, the red minus DI remains above the turquoise plus DI. This is stable selling pressure that already dominates and continues building strength. MACD pushes the situation further. Both lines remain in the lower zone with a turquoise line below the red one. The bearish impulse is running at full speed. After a failed growth attempt, the asset continues sliding downward with red candlesticks, overpowering every next green attempt. The market is moving in one direction. Waiting for the trade to close. Plus $725. Excellent. The ADX and MACD setup worked through the entire series without a single miss. And the setup I called controversial at the beginning passed this test cleanly. 4 trades, 4 confirmations, plus $725 on the account. Not a single emotional entry. I promised, either it pulls account into profit or we forget about it. It pulled it through. Here's the main conclusion. Most internet strategies fail not because they're bad, but because traders enter on one indicator and don't wait for the confirmation from both. ADX without MACD is guessing, and vice versa. But together that's a system, and today you saw it in action. Want to get working setups before they appear on YouTube? Then I'll see you on Telegram. The link is in the description. Bye-bye.